Okay, the time is 7 p.m. We were going to call to order the Narragansett Town Council regular meeting. Today is Monday, June 17th, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving on to approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the April 15th, 2024 regular meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Council Lawler, second by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next, we have a motion to approve the minutes from the April 22nd, 2024 work session meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Council Lawler, second by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 5-0. Next, we have a motion to approve the minutes from the May 6th, 2024 regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Councilor Lawler, second by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next up is announcements and presentations. We have our town manager's updates. Mr. Tierney.
Good evening, members of the council, the public at home, and the public here this evening. The housing livability workshops that Housing Works Rhode Island has been doing with the town, they conducted one on June 15th at the Community Center, and the next one is scheduled for June 18th at Clock Road, and a third is scheduled for June 20th, also at Clock Road. Both these sessions will be held at 6 p.m. The other three sessions are going to be postponed June 22nd, 25th, and this is all posted on the town's website. The Town Council encourages anyone interested in serving on a board or commission to submit an application to the town clerk. Additionally, there's a dire need for applicants for the Board of Assessment Review. The Board of Assessment Review shall hear and consider the appeals of any property owners that are contesting their assessed valuation, as was determined by the assessor. As many people know, there was an incident at the Block Island Ferry on the 15th, and the Narragansett police ended up arresting 7 individuals, 6 adults, and 1 juvenile. And 2 of those subjects were remanded to the ACI for the evening. And then in court today, 1 was remanded, and the other was released on bail. The department continues their investigation. They obtained warrants and arrested 2 more individuals, adults, related to this brawl that occurred on the ferry. And there's some inquiries made about the police department response to the ferry on occasion. The chief did a review from June of 2018 through 2023, shows 10 arrests stemming from conduct on the ferry. The breakdown was as follows: 2018, 1 arrest for receiving stolen goods. 2020, 4 arrests from 3 individuals, for 3 incidents. 2 of the incidents involved violent or tumultuous conduct. The 3rd arrest was for jumping off the ferry, and the 4th was a female subject who was charged with indecent exposure. 2021, 3 arrests from 2 incidents. Both incidents involved tumultuous conduct. 2022, 2 arrests from 2 incidents. 1 was an active warrant, and the other was a domestic disorderly conduct arrest. And in 2022, everyone remembers when they boarded the ferry. That was not in our jurisdiction, but they worked together with Rhode Island State Police, Coast Guard, and South Kingstown Police as well. The arrests that were made on the 15th, the investigation isn't complete, but as usual, when they have an incident like that, the chief does an after-action report after it is fully completed about what exactly was done, and we should get that when everything is completed. But the Narragansett Police has observed the Coast Guard officers riding most of the evening busy trips. Although there were none on Saturday night, the PD has a regular practice of meeting the ferry with officers when large capacity crowds disembark. And it's really not feasible to have manpower on the scene all the time, but we do have an all-hazard policy, and it involves mutual aid with state police, DEM, SKPD, NKPD to temporarily augment our staffing. Another inquiry was made about the town beach. The PD has a comprehensive safety plan for the town beach that involves regular patrols on our UTV as well as foot patrols. We have CSOs that assist us by being observers who can report to us illegal conduct. This year, we've added a substation at the North Pavilion that will be periodically manned by uniformed officers of the PD. We'll also use plainclothes officers at times. And let me see, and then we additionally have the school resource officers and a housing officer that can assist as well. Another question was, were the CSOs issuing parking tickets for the 3-hour timed parking? They have, but only on the town roads at this juncture, as we still not have heard back from the STC. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the open forum public comment. Again, the comments of citizens addressing the council are neither adopted nor endorsed by the body, but heard as requested. Note that public comment will not be taken on matters involving open litigation. And the rules on, we have a sign-in sheet in the back of the chamber. When you come up to the podium, please state your name and address and speak only on topics not on the meeting agenda. And there is a 3-minute time limit per speaker, subject matter, and please be orderly and respectful. Mr. Tierney.
The first speaker is Joe Cardello.
Thanks. Just state your name and address, please. Thanks.
Oh, it might help, right? Okay. A few issues. The first one, I represent Surfside, and we have the walking between Surfside and Oceanside brick. And what's happening, the kids, some adults, are skateboarding on top of the wall. And I have all the liability on my end. We have a right to open access for the residents of the town, which we've been doing. We take care of the weeding, the cleaning, picking up beer cans, cigarettes, snow plowing, and everything else, in the lighting of it. Surfside does. Surfside has about 26 residents who live in the town, and I'm asking today, and the town manager knows this, to see if we can give you the rights of the property, that walkway, because I do not want my 95 members to be sued when somebody gets hurt. We give open access. We're going to continue. The skateboarding, the motorized vehicles are ruining the bricks, but there's got to be something that we can work together on, because it's truly not fair. All the liability is on us. And this is the only property in the town that residents, the Surfside residents, are taking care of the property with the usage to anybody. So I'm asking this, if we can put this on an agenda and see if the your legal attorney can work out something so we can give the property to you. We'll still clean it, we'll still light it, we'll still pick up the beer cans and everything else. No town employee cleans that at all. I am the town employee. So that's one thing I want to ask that this council considers. I sent a letter back to the council, again, back in April, and I talked to, emailed Debbie, got back to me. So that's where we are. I'm not sure if you knew that, but that's why I'm here. The second thing, I'll wait until, if you have any questions.
This is just for you to comment. It's not back and forth, so.
The second thing we have asked for, when Surfside was developed, and we pay over $1 million in taxes, we don't get anything. The gracious, the good police, a few times have come, but they can't even give a ticket because it's private property, but they've been very good to us. We do not have enough parking. when this was approved.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Your 3 minutes is up.
That's it?
Yes. You get 3 minutes. Thank you.
Can I come back and talk on another topic
Not
tonight?
tonight.
So I have to
It's
come
just
back again?
You can just email us if you'd like.
Oh, I did?
Okay.
Did you get my email?
I don't know. Like, we'll just forward it and we'll see it, but who's next?
Dr. Al Alba?
Dr. Al Alba, 24 Eagles Nest Terrace. Town Manager Tanny, it would be greatly appreciated if you do keep us informed on all the pertinent issues. I'm in Riverfront, and I was told by neighbors who reached out to me saying they're thinking about having bypasses going through our development. I also wasn't informed about the State Traffic Commission report. I had to get word of that. I had to testify in defense that we don't need more signage along Ocean Road or the area roads. So let's hope and pray we don't have the signage. And let's remember, election time is coming around. Elections do have consequences. So let's not rush in putting signs up there, because most of the people I've spoken to do not want signage. Proposed changes in tax structure. Having yearly rentals given a tax break and seasonal homeowners a tax increase makes no sense to anybody. So I don't know how that was proposed, but please give that serious thought. And movies on the beach, I strongly recommend we consider having some kind of announcement, and some kind of police presence. I'm glad to see that the police are going to have now an area over there to patrol, to look out what's going on. The Block Island Ferry, maybe the state can reach out to the owners of the Block Island Ferry and require them to have some kind of police or security put in place to prevent these situations from occurring again. Everyone's life could be in danger and in peril. So let's do an ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. Look at the cost to take care of that situation. Big expense. Well, maybe the Block Island Ferry owners should pay for that, okay? If they're not using their due diligence, let them be responsible. How about, now let's look about Galilee. We see the situation in Galilee. What's happening? We're not going after Procasianti Paleo. We're not going after the RIDEM. They're violating our town ordinance by having a street-level parking lot there. We cannot be head boppers. We cannot just acquiesce and condone this violation of the state, the RIDEM. You all know Richmond and Exeter fought the RIDEM when they were doing gross negligence on Browning Pond. They wanted to build this huge structure. They fought it and they won. We can't just sit back. If you sit back, you're going to lose. Also, proposed wind farms. We got to fight the offshore wind farms. I strongly recommend that all of you look at the video. I know Council President's no longer on the Narragansett Town Council forum page, but her husband is. Look at that. Look at the representatives. They speak facts. Doctors, representatives. Don't just say we're going to support this because Biden supports this or Governor McKee supports this. Governor McKee did nothing for Galilee. Shame on him. It just makes you so frustrated. Offshore wind farms can hurt the fishing industry, marine life, sonar, cost factors. It just goes on and on and on. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
No other speakers signed up.
Is anyone else out there wishing to speak? Seeing no hands up, we're going to move on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Councilor Lawler, second by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next up is new business from our police department. We have a motion to approve the police department's request to hire one probationary patrol officer.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council? Anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Councilor Lawler, seconded by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next up from the Public Works Department, we have a motion to approve the filling of one laborer maintenance person position within the Highway Division of Public Works Department and any subsequent vacancies that arise from the filling of this position.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council? Anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Councilor Lawler, second by Councilor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next up, from the engineering department, we have a motion to award the bid for replacement sliding gate operator for water division to the lowest bidder, Overhead Door Company of Providence, in the amount of $13,985.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council? Anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopek. Motion passes 4-0. Next up is a motion to award the bid for the generator service contract to the lowest bidder, the Lightship Group LLC, for a 2-year period in the amount of $13,893 for 2024-25 year 1 and $22,398 for 2025-2026 year 2, and at their hourly rates as quoted for services not covered by this preventative maintenance contract.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council?
Just a question. It's a 2-year period, and the first year is $13,800, and the second is almost double that. Is there a reason for that?
Mr. Terry, do you know?
I couldn't answer that because they submit the bid.
Yeah.
These are the 3 bids that were received.
Okay. Well, could we, there's John. John might know. Mr. Gerhardt?
Yeah, can you answer that first, Mr. Gifford? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It's because there's additional work in the second year of draining and replacing the radiator fluid. We used to do it on an annual basis, but we only need to do it every 2 years.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, seconded by Counselor Kopek. Motion passes 4-0. Next up, we have a motion to schedule a work session on August 5th, 2024 at 5:30 PM to review and discuss alternatives for the Narrow River dredging project.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council? Just to schedule. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopek. Motion passes 4-0. It's a scheduling. No, we don't discuss scheduling. Next up, from the Information Technology Department, we have a motion to approve the renewal of the Viewpoint OpenGov application services with OpenGov Incorporated in the amount of $21,189.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion from the council? Anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopek. Motion passes 4-0. Next up, from the Human Resources Department, we have a motion to adopt the resolution establishing the proposed wages for seasonal, part-time, and temporary employees for fiscal year 2024-25.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion for the council?
I have a question about this too. So I was just curious what the basis for the increases are. Is it based on, like the consumer price index? Is it based on something else? I was just curious about that.
One, to remain competitive with other
With other-
seasonal employees because it's tough to keep people. We'd like them to come back, especially if they're good employees.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Discussion from the council? Anyone from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopek. Motion passes 4-0. Next up, we have a motion to adopt a resolution establishing the administrative compensation schedule for fiscal year 2024-2025.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion with the council? Anyone from the public? Dr. Alba.
Dr. Al Alba, 24 Eagles Nest Terrace. Yeah, I saw the budget for the town of Narragansett, and I guess it's compensation, it's like compensation schedule. And, they would just have a category and then an amount. So the town manager amount, town solicitor amount. So it'll be nice if somehow we can have more of a breakdown on how much our town manager is getting, how town solicitor is getting, his assistant town solicitor is getting, because just having one number attached to any particular post, like town manager, like town solicitor, it's misleading, and someone like myself says, wow, this doesn't seem right. So I'm sure it must include maybe his administrative assistants or some other aspect, but it would be nice if the public would be informed and somehow that could be made available to us. Thank you.
This is the resolution. So all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Lastly, from the Town Clerk's Office, we have a motion to reappoint Adrian K. Hazard, Michael J. Monroe, and Alicia Vignali Henry to the Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Awareness Committee.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion from the council.
Can I just make one comment? And that is that I echo what Mr. Tierney said with regard to people who could volunteer to work on our various committees and boards and commissions. We're always looking for people, and this is one of them. We need some folks to step up and be part of this. It's a really wonderful experience to work on a committee or a board, and I really would encourage people to give it a shot. Thank you.
Okay, it's just for reappointment, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0. Next, we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion by Counselor Lawler, second by Counselor Kopech. Motion passes 4-0, and we're adjourned.